Welcome back to the channel, hockey fans. Is Pat LaFontaine the greatest American-born hockey player? LaFontaine was selected by the Islanders in the first round as the third pick overall in the 1983 NHL entry draft. LaFontaine played for the New York Islanders from 1983 until 1991, the Buffalo Sabres from 1991 until 1997, and the New York Rangers from 1997 until his retirement in 1998. He scored 468 goals and 1,013 points before concussions ended his career. His 1.17 points per game, 1,013 points over 865 games, is the best among American-born ice hockey players, active or retired. In 2017, LaFontaine was named one of the 100 greatest NHL players in history. He was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2003. LaFontaine served as an executive of the Buffalo Sabres as the president of hockey operations until March 2014. LaFontaine began his junior career with the Verdun Juniors of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League during the 1982-83 season. In his only season in the QMJHL, LaFontaine contributed 104 goals and 130 assists for Verdun. His 234 points were the highest in the league, and he was awarded the Jean Beliveau Trophy as the top scorer, outdueling future NHL icon Mario Lemieux. His rookie season broke many records, including Guy Lafleur's 40-game point-scoring streak and Mike Bossy's 70 goals by a rookie. Other awards LaFontaine received after the season were the Michel Brière Memorial Trophy as the MVP of the regular season, the Guy Lafleur Trophy as the MVP of the playoffs, the Michel Brière Trophy as the Offensive Rookie of the Year, the Mike Bossy Trophy as the Best Professional Prospect, and the Frank J. Selke Memorial Trophy as the Most Sportsmanlike Player. LaFontaine was also chosen as the CHL Player of the Year. After representing the United States in the 1984 Winter Olympics in Sarajevo, Yugoslavia, LaFontaine joined the Islanders in time for the Stanley Cup Finals. His arrival coincided with the beginning of the end of the Islanders dynasty, as the team was steeped in aging veterans. The Islanders lost in the finals that year to the Edmonton Oilers, ending the team's run of consecutive Stanley Cup championships at 4. LaFontaine had a strong performance, scoring 2 third-period goals during the Islanders' 5-2 loss to the Oilers in the 5th and deciding game of the series. In the 1987 Stanley Cup playoffs, LaFontaine scored the winning goal in the 4th overtime period of the 7th and decisive game between the Islanders and the Washington Capitals, known as the Easter Epic. The game was started on Saturday, April 18th, and concluded just before 2 a.m. on the 19th, Easter Sunday. It was the most memorable moment in my hockey life, he recalled. Even today, wherever I go, people come up to me and start telling me where they were during the Easter Epic. The Islanders continued to struggle, and in 1989 they missed the playoffs for the first time since 1974. In the first game of the Islanders' next playoff series, in 1990, LaFontaine suffered the first of many concussions after a controversial open ice hit by James Patrick of the New York Rangers. He fell on his head and was unconscious while being taken off the ice on a stretcher. The ambulance he took was delayed en route to the hospital by Rangers fans who rocked and pounded it as it left Madison Square Garden. He was lost for the remainder of the series. Frustrated with the team's performance, LaFontaine refused to report to the Islanders for the start of the 1991-92 season. 3 weeks into the season, on October 25, 1991, LaFontaine was traded, along with Randy Wood, to the Buffalo Sabres for 4 players, including former first overall pick Pierre Turgeon. In only 57 games in 1991-92, LaFontaine scored 46 goals and 93 points. The following season, LaFontaine recorded a personal best and team record, 148 points, 53 goals and 95 assists, which is also the most scored by an American-born player in one season. LaFontaine finished runner-up to Mario Lemieux in the scoring race and earned a spot on the postseason NHL All-Star second team. He was also a finalist for the Hart Memorial Trophy as NHL MVP and the Lady Byng Trophy as the most sportsmanlike player. In 1994-95, he was awarded the Bill Masterton Trophy as the player who best exemplified perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedication to ice hockey. LaFontaine is one of 6 players in NHL history to skate for all 3 teams based in the state of New York. The others were Mike Donnelly, Jason Daw, Martin Biron, Chad Johnson, and Taylor Pyatt. Unique amongst them, LaFontaine played his entire career in the state of New York, while the others all played for additional teams outside the state in their careers. LaFontaine once joked about it, saying, "I think I'm the only player in history who has been traded twice and hasn't had to change his license plate." LaFontaine made several international appearances, playing in the 1984 and 1998 Olympics, the 1987 and 1991 Canada Cups, the World Championships in 1989, and the World Cup of Hockey in 1998. In 1996-97, in a game against the Pittsburgh Penguins, LaFontaine was hammered by Francois Leroux with a high hit to the head, knocking him out with a concussion and resulting in post-concussion syndrome. Ignoring his doctor's advice to retire, he was traded from Buffalo to the New York Rangers on September 29, 1997, for a second-round draft choice in the 1998 NHL entry draft and future considerations. During his one season with the Rangers, he tied for the team lead in goals scored and recorded his 1,000th career NHL point. On March 16, 1998, during a game against the Ottawa Senators, LaFontaine accidentally collided with teammate Mike Keane and suffered another concussion. LaFontaine missed the remainder of the season and all of the next season, announcing his retirement formally on October 12, 1999. He was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame on November 3, 2003. "I am truly thrilled to receive this tremendous honor," said LaFontaine upon receiving the news. "Growing up in St. Louis, I always played for the love of the game and never dreamed this could ever lead to my being a member of the Hockey Hall of Fame." He was inducted into the United States Hockey Hall of Fame in that same year. On March 3, 2006, the Buffalo Sabres retired LaFontaine's number 16. He was also inducted into the Buffalo Sabres Hall of Fame in 2004. LaFontaine was voted the third greatest Buffalo Sabre in the team's 40-year history. In March 2006, Pat LaFontaine's number 16 was retired by the Buffalo Sabres and raised to the rafters of the First Niagara Center, formerly HSBC Arena, joining other Sabre legends Gilbert Perreault, Rick Martin, and René Robert, also known as the French Connection, along with Tim Horton and Danny Gare. In November 2008, Pat participated in his 6th career Ironman triathlon event in Panama City, Florida. He swam 2.4 miles, rode a bike 112 miles, and then ran a 26-mile marathon as a fundraiser for his charity. As of 2010, LaFontaine is a commentator for MSG Network Rangers broadcasts. On November 13, 2013, LaFontaine was announced as the new president of hockey operations for the Buffalo Sabres. On Saturday, March 1, 2014, Pat LaFontaine resigned as president of hockey operations with the club after just over 3 months on the job to resume his previous role with the National Hockey League. LaFontaine was invited to the Vatican and participated in Sport at the Service of Humanity, the first global conference on faith and sport, as a guest of Pope Francis in October 2016. Pat LaFontaine ranks 11th on the American NHL Players all-time stats list. Every other player above him on the list has played between 197 and 634 more games than him. Had he not been hampered by concussions, I believe he could have been number 1. In the comments, please tell us which American-born player you feel is the greatest. Hey hockey fans, if you like this content, please hit that subscribe button. You can also follow my blog at https://tedtalkshockey.com, and remember to keep your stick on the ice. Thanks for watching.